So hi Robbie, it's nice to have you here as a brand ambassador for the Liverpool. So you had quite an impressive career, more than 180 goals for Liverpool. You were even nicknamed God by the Anfield crowd. And then you proceeded to being a coach, and now you're a brand ambassador. How do you like this new experience?
You know what, it's superb. I get to travel the world and meet so many fabulous people, so many great supporters of Liverpool. So it's probably perfect for me at the minute until I get to my coaching and managing, and that's certainly what I want to go down.
So today you spoke to InstaForex's partners, you were answering their questions. So how important is it for you now to share your ideas, to share your experience from people who might learn something from you?
Yeah, look, I'll be totally honest. I mean, it's not massively important. I think, people are very, very interested in. If I can help in any way in terms of what I've achieved and, speaking about my experience in the past, and I'm all for that. It's not massively important, if I'm being honest, but lots of people are, very interested about, my life story, my career in terms of football. So, if I can help in any way, then I'm happy with that.
And you're very, very down to earth. So has fame ever affected you in all these years?
No, it hasn't. I think it's obviously the breeding I've had from my family. I think I'm a very level-headed lad. I think I've got respect for for every person who treats me with respect. So I think that's what it's all about. I think you have a good career, and I think it's always important to treat people the same the same way that you want to be treated, and that's what I do. There's no airs or graces with me, and I'm good to everyone who's good to me.
Talking about your career, you had a great start in Liverpool, scoring for average about 20 goals per season. And what drove you at that moment?
Well, look, I'm just a young lad, and I suppose obviously when you first come into the team, you probably get by a little bit on luck as well. You obviously need a talent, but I think, look, in terms of any business, I think you need a good team around you. Look, and I might have been the forefront of the accolades of scoring all the goals, but certainly the position I played, I think you're only as good as the team that you're playing. And I thank each and every single player for helping me get to where I am today.
So team performance is very important, and you had a period in your life when, after yet another successful season in the Liverpool in 2001, you had to leave, and you came back only in 2006. So how did these events affected you, and how important was it to be for such a long time a part of such a famous club and then to leave your home?
Yeah, look, I had a great career, and there becomes a time in anyone's career where sadly you're not longer wanted. So that happened to me, but I always wanted to go back to Liverpool. I went to other clubs and obviously done well. I appreciated everywhere I went, but Liverpool's where I'm from. So getting the chance to go there, for me was special, and I probably appreciated everything about the club more the second time round, because I'd been other places and I realised how big and how special Liverpool was while I was at these other places. So I certainly thrived the next time I came back.
So you had your ups and downs like everybody in any profession. What helps you to get back on track, and what helps you today when you have some setbacks? What advice would you give?
Look, I think no matter if it's sport, business, everyone always has setbacks. In terms of sport, I think it certainly helps when you get back up. If you get beat one game, it helps that you play a game a few weeks or a few days later. And you try and rectify what you've done straight away. So I think that's probably the same in business, and it's just having that confidence and that belief within yourself to go out there and look. You have had a setback, but setbacks probably make you a better person. I think if you're going through life and everything's rosy, then I don't know, it's probably nothing's expected of you, and it becomes very easy. So if you do have setbacks, I think it drives you on. It makes you want to better yourself in terms of being a better person, being a better role model, being a better ambassador, being a better player. So setbacks can be, it sounds silly, but they can be quite good in a way, because it helps you drive on and become a better person or a better individual.
And today, what do you consider your most prominent career achievement, and what is your warmest memory regarding football?
Well, look, I think as a player, certainly you want to be remembered for winning trophies and Not what you've got in the bank. I think there's lots of things that, you can earn money, any which way you want. But certainly as a player, you're there for to drive because you want to win things. You want to win things with your team. And for me, that's massively important in team game. I always want to be remembered for scoring goals from an individual basis, obviously, but certainly from a team point of view. I want to be remembered for winning trophies with my teammates. And I think that is probably why we go into sport. We love the accolades, we love winning stuff, and for me that's probably what makes being a sportsman all the more special, because there's always that carrot at the end.
And what inspires you now at this stage of your life? Is it coaching or anything else? Where do you find joy?
Yeah, look, I'm an ambassador now for the club, and what I do is I get to travel the world, and without football I might never have got to do this. I might never have got to travel the world, meeting like-minded people, meeting fabulous people all over the world, meeting many Liverpool fans, and I love doing what I do. And probably appreciate it more now than what I did when I was playing, because as a player you focus totally on the game and what you've got to do at that particular time. But certainly when you finish playing and the world just becomes bigger, you just expand there, and you get out there, you're meeting magnificent people. It is really, really special now.
And what was the most important lesson from all these years, maybe communicating with so many people, maybe something that you remember that you learned?
Well, I think the biggest thing I've learned is be careful. What's the word I'm looking for? Be careful how you treat people on the way up, because you might meet them on the way down. And I think that's superb. I love that, because I think there's many instances or many times where people are maybe a little bit too big for the boots on the way up, and all of a sudden they get to the peak and then they've got to come back down where they're not deemed as good enough, and you're meeting the same people who as you're going down, they're at the same level. So I think it's important to treat everyone with that little bit of respect, whether they're a person on the street or whether they're $1 million owner of a company. So I think you treat everyone the same.
Thank you so much. It was Робби Фаулер, top 5 shooter in the history of English Premier League. Thank you so much.
Thank you.